And I'm curious to what extent, you imagine the parents being part of that revision process. What I'm coming to is a question on, how much say should parents have in what their kids are being taught and when?
I do believe that local control is very important as far as it comes to what we are teaching our children and transparency in that curriculum. But I don't think it has to be as hard as sometimes we try and make it. All of these decisions aren't being made behind a black curtain. I believe that parents should continue to stay engaged with the administration, with the teachers, with their students to find out what is it that my student needs that maybe District 87 isn't providing, and ultimately communicating that to the board. We all have emails. I, for one, appreciate when any one parent reaches out to me via email. If you have a question, we live in a world where, you get an automated system, press 1 for this, press 2 for that. Or you may send an email or, get a spam alert based on what you send to someone. But I ultimately believe that District 87 is unique and special and small enough that we should be able to engage with our parents, and whether we ultimately agree as a large group on one person's choice or desire, I think we should hear everyone's and then make the best decision with the pot of money we have, right? And it's not always what's best for the majority. Sometimes we have to consider that minority, that smaller group, and everybody has to give a little. So I think the best way ultimately to make the decision about the curriculum is trust these great educated, administrators, doctors that go out, they find out what's the best, what's the newest, what's the easiest, what is the method of instructing for our students, because they learn differently than we did, right? They have access to things that we did not. So they stay abreast of what's most relevant, what's new, and how do we instruct these kids. So it's not necessarily always about new curriculum, it's just about engaging the students in a new way, and making sure that we stay up to date with new information. So I personally think that the curriculum can be helped if we trust the administration, engage our parents to make sure that we are considering some of the things that they want in the curriculum, and then ultimately bringing it back to the group and making those decisions based on the district and the finances that we have available.
What else do you want us to know, and why should people vote for you?
People should vote for me because, again, I believe I provide a unique perspective. Can't say that I'm a doctor, but what I can say is a mom from District 87 who grew up in Bloomington and knows that this creates incredible human beings in D87. I'm so proud of it. I bring a perspective of someone who sees ultimately both the good and the bad when an education isn't taken advantage of or is taken advantage of. I know the struggles of the parents that are trying to, make sure that their students have everything that they want to thrive, whether it's, they want to play a sport or they want to play an instrument or they want the computer to draft, making sure that District 87 is doing their part to provide for all of the different types of students that we have in our unit. I think that's what makes us unique. So I think it's my perspective. It's just a very basic, common, let's think about everyone and let's find the best way to make this work. There's nothing wrong with the gray area. It doesn't always have to be black or white. And I think that's why they should vote for me. I'll provide a unique perspective and try and consider as many of the parents and students that exist in District 87.